Hi, I'm Jimmy. Welcome to another episode of my latest Hitman World of Assassination Let's Play. In this series, I'm going for Silent Assassin Suit only with Fiberwire kills only on Master Difficulty. Today we are in New York, and we are going to start by sneaking our way down into the vault to rob the bank. This level is much easier than Scale. It only has the one target and an optional objective, which can be fulfilled in one of two ways. One is by robbing the bank and stealing the data core, or by grabbing the three backup data disks. I'm going to start by sneaking into the vault. I'm just going to knock out these two NPCs here, just to get them out of the way. Make sure to pick up the gun so the woman doesn't find it.
And off. Just...
They're going to hide her body real quick, and that's those two NPCs out of the way. I'm going to grab the leather briefcase here. That's useful, especially if you're, I believe it's there in Freelancer as well, but if you're playing Freelancer, you can use that to smuggle out a large weapon if you don't have a briefcase on you already. So there, I was just waiting to see if anyone was going to come and investigate the sound, but no one did. I stashed the briefcase over here. I'm going to lure a guard through that area, and I don't want them to waste time by picking up a briefcase and storing it. So here I'm going to grab the tranquilizer gun. This is a very useful item. This lets you knock people out and their bodies can be found without negating Silent Assassin. And in this case, I didn't even have to smuggle it into the level. The level gives it to you. I'm pretty sure the reason that's there is so if you want to get the three backup data disks, you can use the two darts to tranquilize the two NPCs that also have the data disks besides the target. The target has one of them. So it makes it easier to, if you can kill the target, Silent Assassin, and get their data disk, then that lets you get two free knockouts effectively on the other two NPCs. But we're not going to be using it for that. We're just going to rob the vault. So I'm going to put it to other use. And I made a slight mistake there earlier when I choked out the security guard. I didn't turn off, or I didn't re-enable the security. So that's going to lure out another one of the security guards from the bank vault area. That was an accident, but I'm going to take advantage of it.
This is the vault, 47. The data core should be behind that large steel door.
There, so yeah, the security guard. I was planning to follow him in, but then one of the tech guys happened to be looking my way, so I had to get out of the way. So there, I just wait for him to come back.
What?
I did a quick sprint to get behind him real quickly. That was very close. Another, tenth of a second, he would have turned around and seen me. He would have ruined Silent Assassin, but luckily I managed to grab him before he spotted me and choke him out. So we are still good, and that is now one less guard that I need to worry about. Well, I'm also going to hide the shotgun here. I don't want someone finding it because they would bring it right to that weapons crate, and then they would find the body. So I'm going to leave him there. He won't get found for the rest of the level. And I'm going to use the key card I grabbed off of the first security guard to open the door. I'm going to take out the cameras. I'm waiting for him to no longer be distracted by the
Nothing here.
sound of the camera being destroyed. Yeah, he turned his back on me. Now I can sneak around here. Take out the other camera in this area. Now I'm going to sneak through here. Those are glass windows, but luckily... Okay, well, he catches a brief glimpse of me there, but not enough that he feels the need to go investigate. Now we're going to grab the chloroform. So one of the nice things is, unlike Freelancer, the chloroform is right out here, so it's much easier to get to. Which makes it much easier to knock out the security guards. Just turn it on until the guards are all passed out. I can come in here, I can delete the evidence, so don't have to worry about cameras anymore. And yeah, steal the key to open this vault. Pick up the special key card that opens the safe. Oh, and earlier I grabbed the key for the truck. That's one of the exits of the level, so I already have that in my inventory, so I have my escape all planned. The vault is open now, so this is all set up. Now I'm going to go upstairs and take out Director Savalas.
Great work, 47. You now have access to the vault.
Well, yeah, I mean...
I just like to get all that set up before I go upstairs to take out the Director. There are times as well, there's a security guard that's normally looking this way, but as it happened when I came through here, he wasn't looking, so I was able to immediately go up the stairs. So yes, Director Savalas is very difficult to get to. She just sort of stays up in her office. You can lure her down here by crashing the stock market. There are ways to do that, but it doesn't. I don't know how much it buys you. I didn't really try that method, but she comes down here and yells at everybody. So it doesn't, you know, doesn't isolate her. You still have to isolate her. It gets her out of her sort of secure zone, but it doesn't help you with isolating her, which is
anyone from IT in there?
Which is the bigger challenge. So easier to just sneak in.
So are we just supposed to let anyone from IT
So yeah,
in
here
there?
I'm waiting. Yes, until there's Fabian Mann. I wait till he goes down the stairs. And once he's on that landing, I'm going to go ahead and drop a save. Made a good halfway point. Here, loading the save. So yeah, after Fabian Mann has already started heading down the stairs, I'm going to slip up behind him.
Chuck, wasn't it? Look, if I'm going for a round, nobody...
And when Fabian Mann isn't here, you can just walk past here. I had to like move slightly to break line of sight, but yeah, I was able to make it through. It feels very sketchy, but it's pretty consistent being able to sneak through there. Sneaking out is more difficult, I found. I'm going to use a trick to get out, but sneaking through, as long as Fabian Mann isn't there, I found it was, as long as you go like right after Fabian Mann leaves like that, it's pretty consistent that you can just sneak through.
Mr. Franklin.
So there's Director Savalas on the phone. There she's going back to her sort of private office to relax, using the tranquilizer gun to knock out one of the guards. Then I'm going to choke out the security guard. I'm going to drag his body and hide it behind the couch here so it doesn't get spotted. Luckily, no one else from outside comes in here, but I do still have Director Savalas and her bodyguard to worry about, so can't have them finding the body. I'm going to slip in behind them and just hide in this box. And wait till Savalas comes out, and then when she turns around and starts to walk away, I get out. And I use the newspaper to knock out the security guard. Now I can pull out the Fiberwire, and while Savalas is shocked by the scene of her unconscious guard, I use the Fiberwire to take her out.
Director Savalas eliminated. Good work.
There, that's the target down. The bank vault's been opened. Just need to get out of here and get down to the vault, and I should be good. So, course, I'm going to sneak out the way I came in. Oh, now I almost get spotted doing that. He was happened to be looking my way. But luckily, he doesn't spot me, and I'm able to try again. There, I get him with the tranquilizer dart. He falls unconscious. I'm just going to wait a few seconds for the NPCs in that area, the little, I don't know what you call it, office room, to notice. And there, yes, now they're all panicking. The white dots have disappeared. They're all freaking out because they see a body. And I'm able to just run through without anyone noticing me. They're all too freaked out by the body to notice the strange bald man running around where he's not supposed to be. Here I'm pausing just to make sure that the coast is clear, the timing is right for me to sneak out. And there, it's finally registering. That's the same security guard that I took out earlier. It just took a moment for the game to register that the body'd been found. But again, I took it out with the tranquilizer dart, so it doesn't spoil my silent assassin rating.
Third day, huh? How are you finding things here in the bank?
Oh, it's lovely. I actually worked in the about 2 weeks ago. That was before she...
I suppose it could have been the other guard I took out with the tranquilizer gun that got found. The one in Savalas' office, but I don't think that's who it was. I don't think anyone goes in there. So I waited till the security guard turned around and had his back on me to come out. And there, now I'm no longer trespassing. I'm gonna go down here. I need to go. I'm gonna go into here to sneak down to the vault. I'm just waiting for this woman to pass. I don't want to risk her spotting me while I'm trespassing. I don't know if she cares. If you go in that trespassing zone, she might not care. And she doesn't have a good angle. I don't really think she'd spot me, but I was just being very cautious. When you get near the end of a mission, not a good time to take risks. So now we're going to go into the opened bank vault, past the unconscious security guards. Here, the other difference that makes this easier than Freelancer is that you can disable those with the trip lasers and not worry about setting off the alarm. So.
Good work, 47. That's the evidence secured for now. Careful not to lose it. If anyone sees you with that rack, my guess is you'll draw a lot of unwanted attention to yourself.
So isn't...
That's the last objective completed. Exfiltrate the bank, 47. Miss Hall will want to have a close look at
the
that
legal
data.
item, so I'm not going to go through the bank. I'm just going to take the van. And that's it. That's the mission. So yes, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.